Good evening, everybody. Welcome in to episode 2 of Mother's Jail. Tonight's session is titled Opening Night, and the party will be getting to take in some fine theater in the city of Jet's Ambition. Last time, when we all got together, actually, first and foremost, let's give our thank yous. Music tonight, courtesy of Borislav Slavov, Critical Role, Hunter Rogerston, and the Supernova Collective. And, of course, graphics for the evening, courtesy of Miss Nova and Braley, who play right here in this game. So thank you to very, very much. Last time, when we all got together, you were all summoned together to meet with your new captain, Captain Tessa Alspeth, whom you learned is from Moon Bay originally. Those of you who played in Whispers and Silence may also recognize her as the young lady that the Whispers managed to save when they were in the future, and as also the apprentice of one Captain Alspeth that they worked with when they were in Moon Bay. Tessa Alspeth hired you all, or brought you onto her team, to help provide security for a VIP who will be entering into the city of Jet's Ambition within a week. More importantly, there is rumor that an assassination plot is already out for this particular individual, and she wants you to help foil it. The individual in question is none other than General Tashira of the Scarlet, the wife of Melody of the Ivory, one of the Whispers. So kind of a big deal. Supposedly, General Tashira is coming to town to propose a new offensive. In fact, one of the first major offensives that the Children of the Deep have taken part of since the war began. Sitting on the crown above Mother's Jail, they have for the long time been beneficiaries of the long jump being between them and not having to really worry about fighting too much. Most of their battles have been more minor skirmishes. However, General Tashira seems intent on proposing a joint alliance to basically push forward towards the mainland and perhaps finally end this war one way or the other. In an attempt to try and suss out who may be orchestrating this assassination, you all made your way down to the bottom shelf, a bar turned into fortress down by the southern docks in Jet's Ambition and run by the local Thieves Guild. You learned, however, that the Thieves Guild has become somewhat fractured and splintered following the death of its leader, Blackjack Lestelle. When you got to the bar, you were given a less than friendly welcome, and in fact, some would say a violent welcome.
Very violent.
Though you did not kill any of your attackers, and in doing so, you were able to broker an uneasy peace with the new leader of the Thieves Guild, or so she claims, in Blackjack's daughter, Aska Lestelle. You talked with her and found out that not only is she one of the first tieflings born without Skala's curse, but that many in the Thieves Guild did not support her ascension to the role of their guild master. In fact, 2 major factions have broken out, and there is now a civil war within the Thieves Guild of the city, both of them being orchestrated by powerful and influential figures in the city, one of them being Jaka of the Jet, and the other being Diana of the Jet, leaders of, respectively, the Dark Diamond and the Black Spinel markets. Talking with her, you've managed to secure something of an alliance with her, and she has agreed to help you figure out who is attempting to put together this assassination, and has asked for 24 hours to basically contact her sources and find out what she can. She has offered to take you all to see the premiere showing of The Whispers in Silence, which is playing at the Misty Gala starting tomorrow night. And you all left off as you were making your way back to the Cracked Scale.
I thought you just said the crap scale.
The Cracked Scale.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
Okay. Your journey back to the Cracked Scale is peaceful. There's no one who seems intent on bothering you in the streets this night. So you are able to get back to the bar, and you do not have a private room set aside for you this time, but you see that Tessa is actually on the main floor in the tavern area. She is sitting in a booth over in the corner and looks to be writing on a sheaf, I should say, of paper. And she kind of glances up as you all enter and gives you all the nod.
Good evening. We have been successful in certain negotiations.
Have a seat.
Nova does.
Do so.
Yeah.
He does so in the most pompous way possible, which is involving, you know that thing that people do with like tailcoats where they kind of like
Yeah, you flick it out.
Yeah, that's what he's doing with his robe,
Ugh.
and he's sitting cross-legged.
I'm just sitting prim and proper, hands folded on my lap.
After Ramiel does his thing and slides out, and Brayley's just gonna like, and then shove right into him. Like maybe she sat down with too much force.
I feel like Ayla has to perch just because there's some big
Like doing
fucking
the L
wings.
perch.
Tessa nods as you all join her in the booth. Now, please tell me what happened.
Well, we discovered the place. Rather not friendly, I would say. It seems they were immediately suspicious of us. After
You do stand out in a crowd.
Oh, thank you very much. After a few minutes of listening and waiting, they decided to test our metal, as it were, and it was eventually stopped. And we have become somewhat on, I would say, friendlier terms with the current leader, or at least the one at the place that we went to. Miss Aska Listel. She'll say this part quieter.
The
Oscar.
negotiations were a bit more. It went about as well as you would have expected it to. But she did confirm that there is an ongoing issue and that she personally would not have been interested or, she would not have been interested or would have gained anything with the assault on the diplomat.
She puts the other two members vying for a position under the bus, under the tracks, as it were.
I'm certain that she did. Anything to have it off her back, but fair enough. Oscar Listel, relation to Blackjack?
Oh, direct daughter.
Interesting.
She
Did you-
was quite upfront with that.
Any casualties?
Surprisingly,
Not
no.
amongst us.
Not amongst them either, surprisingly.
Just some scratches.
Scratches I can tolerate.
Oh, that's right, we didn't.
Stab
Sorry, I
wounds.
thought we took one or two down.
No, we did not.
They
Surpri-
surrendered.
They
did.
surrendered and we
Yeah.
stopped
Yeah,
acting.
no, that was faulty memory.
Well, I appreciate your discretion. We're here attempting to make friends, not enemies at the moment.
Mhm.
We'll have plenty of time to make enemies, I promise you that.
Hmm. And we have been invited to see a play at the Misty Gala tomorrow evening.
Oh, yes, the Whispers in Silence. It's supposed to be stunning.
I am
To that
certain.
end, where might one go about in town getting appropriate attire?
Give me the evening and I'll secure you means to acquire proper attire for the evening's events. You...
Oh, well, thank you kindly.
She nods. You are being taken by Ms. Listel?
That is the current plan. Unless
Just be
she-
careful not to indebt yourself to her.
Of
Not-
course not.
I'm not interested in working in the pockets of the Thieves Guild.
If there is
Oh,
one
if-
thing, oh, go ahead.
No, you got.
If there is one thing I can see at this moment, they need us.
Hmm.
She needs us.
These other two that are vying for her position, I presume it is her hope that in searching out our target, we may remove some of her competition.
Ideally.
Exactamo.
Mutual benefaction, yes.
Uh,
That did seem to be the angle.
I just had the names and I forgot them. The one that runs the gambling place.
Jaka,
Jaka.
Jaka and Diana.
Diana.
Jaka and Diane. Good.
Jaka seems to want everything to stay the same so people have lots of disposable income to gamble at his whatever it's called.
What a charming individual.
Indeed.
And Diana, she's the owner of the Black Spinel Markets. I presume she's more in this for controlling the docks into town would be very beneficial for her.
In the markets, yes.
Who would
Yeah.
have monopoly and all of the gold that pours in from the port.
I am hesitant to put any faith in a Lestel, but I suppose it does make sense from the perspective of she has the least to gain from this. In fact, an offensive like the one that we've been discussing would only benefit her, given her influence over the ports.
If I could offer a bit of my insight, she did seem to have her hands full with just keeping the guild together. The other two, as has been previously discussed, they challenge her leadership, and in doing so, challenging leadership would obviously lead to factions. And being the most inexperienced between the three, she would definitely not have time to even really consider making such an elaborate, if not foolhardy, assault on a dignitary from another continent, if anything.
She raises her hand, signaling to the waitress to bring over a round. Good work, all of you.
Naturally.
Thank you.
Indeed. I'm impressed. You have secured us a potential ally, and if nothing else, eliminated one of our potential threats. Not bad for an evening's work.
You sought to hire the best of the best, and the best is what you're going to get.
She smiles at you. Perhaps indeed. Very well. I will, as I say, I'll make sure that you have suitable accommodations for acquiring clothing for the show tomorrow night. You are to meet with Miss Lestel and find out what information you can. Barter as you need to, but do not indebt us to her. Not until we know more about what we're dealing with.
Of course.
Any sorts of promises that we should stay away from in particular?
It's hard to say what she would want. She's the owner of a Thieves Guild. I'm sure she's not interested in a pardon or anything like that. Just, well, if that is all she wants, feel free.
She did have eyes on, she did express some sort of personal interest in everyone, and unfortunately for her, I did have to turn her down.
Indeed, she did seem quite amorously minded.
Some people are.
Given the kind of stress that she's under, I wouldn't blame her. What's a little romp, if anything?
Fair enough.
Either way, we must uphold ourselves to a higher standard.
As best you can. Do what you feel is necessary. Trust your judgment.
Very good.
She takes a drink as you're all brought a tankard of mead. And she takes a drink from it. Well, if you all like, I can leave you to your machinations tonight. I don't want to crash the party.
Well, it is. I don't believe it will be crashing if you wish some company. But that is up to your judgment.
She
Officer.
nods.
If you've nothing better to do, you might as well enrich yourself. Come with us.
Very well. I will.
A play about the whispers and silence is one that will definitely inspire, if anything.
Oh, no, I have not been invited to that event. I mean to say that I would
Yeah.
spend tonight with you.
Yes, that is what I was thinking.
As well, I
And Demi?
don't think bringing you into
she doesn't-
Suka's company would likely result in a positive outcome.
Unlikely.
Oh, well, she doesn't have to come with us. She can come to the play.
It's true. Perhaps I will.
Either way. For tonight, as the play is tomorrow, for tonight, you are welcome to stay if you wish. But if you have other plans, we do not wish to keep you.
No.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to impose.
No, I would like to get to know you all a little bit.
Very well.
She
Sit,
nods.
drink. She takes a gulp.
Mm-hmm.
We shall indulge in some stimulating conversation.
Indeed, I find myself curious about all of you. Short of Nova, none of you are from here. So I couldn't. Oh, sorry. And Brayley. Brayley is also from here. Nova and Brayley. The rest of you are not from here. I am.
Well, if you look far enough back, I am, if you count that.
Well, if we look far enough back, we all come from the same mother, don't we?
Very true.
I couldn't help but wonder what inspires a Terrason-born or a Rest-Hearthian to want to come and risk their lives in a war on Mother's Jail.
And Romuald kind of raises his tankard and just goes, simple. Purpose. I felt a calling, a bit of a compelling obligation to make the journey. Being of my blood, I was called to fulfill my end of a pact of sorts. One I am more than willing to fulfill.
Not a pact you swore, then.
No, it seems that it was made at some point, sometime in the distant past. I just happen to be the current iteration of would-be pact bearers, if you will.
I see. Interesting. And you, Layla, what is it that drives you to come to your ancestral homeland during a time of civil war?
Well, since let's not mince words about it. Since the genocide of the Azure, I've felt myself quite compelled to come and do my part to bring an end to the conflict. Lend my hand to helping those that I can.
I find that fascinating. You've likely never met an Azure, yet their genocide sparks you to come here and help them.
Whether or not you know somebody doesn't have any effect on whether what happens to them is right or wrong.
Too true, but an ideal that too few live up to.
Melody of the Ivory certainly did.
Fair enough. And you, Miss Ayla, what brings an ASMR to this land?
Sounded better than living my life trapped in a cage.
Was that a threat to you, living trapped in a cage?
Might have been. More metaphorical than literal.
I see. And what sort of bars would you have been held in?
One forced around my finger.
She nods,
I-
understanding.
Indeed.
Darling, if
What an
there are
archaic
any-
practice.
And Ramiel also kind of like nods at that, and just raises his tankard at Ayla. Darling, if you had said that a physical sort of cage was strong enough to hold you, I would have believed you to be a liar.
Appreciate
think
the
I would have too.
confidence, I suppose.
But of
Interesting.
course, I chose you to be a part of a little outfit. Why wouldn't I be confident in your abilities?
I look. Dova looks at Ayla and just goes, "It was so close."
Tessa's like, I chose her to be part of this outfit, to be clear.
Oh no. I don't mean to take the spotlight from you, if as it were. No. Prior to this, we had actually worked on another job.
Yes, I
which is
remember.
Yes, and that's how I came across Nova and Ayla. They happen to fit the criteria that I also diligently and very much uphold strictly, and they passed with flying colors. So yes, naturally, you having chosen them would be kind of fuck, I am missing my fucking words today. Hold on. Naturally, you choosing them would be a sort of what are idioms? What are words?
Be a
It was
natural
natural.
fit.
It was natural. Yeah.
I see. And Brayley, born in Mitra Scaleth, but not trained there. Trained in Scarlet's Deep. So you'll forgive me. Many who are born and bred in Mitra Scaleth ally with Azure's remembrance, and most, to be frank, don't care for war anyway. What brings you to Jet's ambition? What brings you to, when I sent you a summons, why would you answer it?
Brayley's like almost done with her mead. She's been chugging away. And she like takes a minute to process the words that you just said. Oh my gosh. She's trying to. I like my family just like kept me and like protected all the time. And when I saw the world, I was like, let's go. Let's be a part of it. And then you see people in trouble, you gotta jump to it. as she takes like another chug.
Ah, yes. Unable to turn a blind eye to people suffering, then.
Definitely can't. Like, the more I learn, the more I want to be a part of this world.
There's and I hope you won't take this the wrong way, there's a naivete to youth that I find myself missing too often.
I've been told I'm pretty green.
A little wet behind the ears yet, I think, but you got the spirit, and that's what counts. And you, Miss Nova, well, I can't help but notice that of all the people whose backgrounds I looked into, yours was the, I would say, least fleshed out.
That is true. That is mostly because, well, there was not much to me.
I somehow doubt that.
I suppose the various travels I have taken around this continent would not make it on there, but they would not be of much interest in war efforts, I'm afraid.
So what then brings you to Jet's ambition?
Quite frankly, this war has caused many upsets in life, including my own. And I suppose I was hoping for both the opportunity to find stability, whether it be through coin or perhaps ending the whole thing.
Through coin, so looking to make enough to live comfortably and get out with your head intact?
That would be ideal if possible.
Well, I will tell you that while certainly not the most moral of the group, you are certainly the smartest.
That is kind of you. But either way, I am here to do my part, and whatever way that lands.
Well, if nothing else, your pride won't let you bail before I do.
They pound her chest. That is right.
These
Competition
two find
is-
themselves quite at loggerheads.
Rivalry is healthy in any group. It pushes us to be better. Yeah.
Indeed. Can you imagine if can you imagine going through that mission by yourself with Sir Ramiel, Ayla?
I think she just, 1,000-yard stares into her drink.
Sometimes we can be a good influence.
It would seem so. You are an interesting lot, that is for certain.
And what of you?
I am a paladin of Penumbra, and it is of my tenets to go where I am needed. I left Terracin when I was 25, and have been here ever since. When this war ends, I will go where I am needed next. Or I will be struck down in this war, whichever comes first.
Death is always a possibility.
In my line of work, it is a certainty. We, Paladins of Penumbra, almost unfailingly die in battle.
If
The-
anything, do not seek death.
Say that again?
If anything, do not seek death.
No. Seeking death is foolish, yet walking in the company of it is natural. The mood in the tavern tonight is lively. There's a band playing some high-energy tunes to match the atmosphere. All through the lower level, the tavern people are dancing and enjoying drinks as they talk with one another. As you're all enjoying your meal and talking, a human woman approaches the table. By her face, she looks to be pretty young, although her build would suggest she's older. Her arms are muscular and her abs are easily visible through the tank she wears beneath. Her shaggy blue hair is rather unkempt and her honey drop eyes focus on your leader. Evening, Tessa, she says, grinning. Tessa glances up and exhales through her nose. Rain, to what do I owe the visit? She asks. The madame would like a word. Now, replies Rain, putting a hand on her hip. Tessa flashes a hint of annoyance at that. Then the madame can come speak to me herself. Go home and tell Mommy Dearest that I am not her employee, and I do not answer at her beck and call like the rest of her dogs. Rain narrows her eyes and cracks her neck. You calling me a dog? She asks. Tessa finishes her drink before standing up, getting up from her feet, and leaning in to match Rain's gaze. Sorry, was that not clear? Let's try it another way. Down, girl. Go home. Rain growls, but controls herself. You do well to watch your back, she spits and turns to walk away. Tessa watches her for another moment before sitting back down. Sorry about that.
You know, for the briefest of moments, I hoped for a bar fight.
In the words of I believe Ramiel, what the fuck is up with that?
We just had a lovely visit from one Rain Dumorn, the daughter of Madame Cassandra Dumorn. She runs the local sect of the Mother's Jail Mercenary Company.
Uh-huh.
I spoke
And
with
how does that factor in?
I spoke with Cassandra about hiring some extra security for this mission, as well as seeing if anybody had attempted to hire them for, well, more pernicious deeds.
Wet work.
Indeed. Ever since the Madame has been trying to flex her muscle and assert some control over the jet military, which will not be happening. Rain is her only daughter, I do believe. Pretty sure adopted. One of her enforcers. She's young, but make no mistake, a good fighter.
Exciting things.
Indeed.
I am certain that is not the last we will see of her.
I would be surprised.
Ramiel just kind of like rolls his eyes and goes like, Demon, more like Demoron. And he just takes a sip.
Tessa seems to
Damn.
appreciate that as she raises a glass to it.
Braylee's like, oh, there's a toast? We're toasting?
Jeez.
That said, do not take my impertinence for license to antagonize the Mother's Jail Mercenary Company. They are the largest military faction on Mother's Jail. Larger than even the Draconic Legion. If they were to all throw their force behind any one sect, that sect would be unstoppable. However, they, as most mercenaries do, sell their swords to whoever is willing to pay for them. So they have people helping everybody.
So it would all be business with her and nothing personal.
Business is all she knows as far as I'm concerned.
What a dreadful state to be in.
Not if you like making money, it isn't.
Some things are more important.
I would
You can
agree.
make money and have fun.
I would agree, but Cassandra Dumorn is indeed one of the wealthiest people in the world today. You would do well to just be careful. I'm not saying you have to bow down in front of them. Certainly don't kiss her feet. But maybe don't openly antagonize her.
Of course. We will be on our best behavior.
Much appreciated.
Yes, noted.
Well, I am going to, I think, go get some sleep. As I say, look for me in the morning. I'll be here to ensure that you're able to go and get some proper clothes. And please, enjoy your night. Don't drink too much. And she stands up,
And a good
A
night to you.
word, if you will.
Of course, please walk me to the door.
Of course.
And she walks with you.
Yep, and he actually opens the door for her as well,
She
and kind
gives
of
a
like
polite nod.
and kind of like out of earshot. He makes sure that the party is not in
Mm-hmm.
hearing range anymore, and just kind of like goes, I do apologize if this is a bit personal, but you happen to be related to a Captain Allspeth of Moon Bay, would you?
By blood, no. Valeria Alspeth was my teacher. I was her squire. How do you know Valeria?
And he gives a wry smile. Perhaps a story for another time, but your name struck a familiar, memory. If I'm present one.
I squired for her for 4 years. I started when I was 8 and was 12 when she was killed, when the war with Scala began. When I was returned to the city after my imprisonment in Scala's camp, I was brought back by a high priestess to Penumbra named Morena. She intended to return me to my family, but I didn't have any remaining family. Valeria Alspeth had been the closest thing I had at that point, and she was dead as well. She offered to take me as her student, and I took Captain Alspeth's name as my own.
A noble endeavor.
I hope to live up to her. I fail in it every day, but I will continue trying.
And he shakes his head at that, and puts a hand on her shoulder. Captain Olspeth's sacrifice saved many lives that day. I believe with all my heart that she thought her life was worth sacrificing if it meant the rest of the people captured lived to tell another tale another day. And I can
You would have had to
tell you-
be very young during that time.
It was probably the earliest memory I have.
That is an unfortunate early memory. Dark day in Moonbay.
Dark day for the Terrazin.
And the world at large, as it turned out.
But if there's anything that the whispers and silence have taught me, the dark is only that. Light is always one step behind it.
I sense you will see many things before this war is over. You would do well to remember that.
Well, I wasn't as helpless back then. I certainly hope that I live up to the Denizen name and the potential that was unceremoniously thrown into my lap, as it were. I just wanted to let you know that if anyone were to understand the goings on of that day, please feel free to talk.
She nods. Perhaps. There are few I have ever spoken with about my time imprisoned by Scala. Perhaps one day.
Of course.
Have a good night, Lord Denizen.
And he bows very low and goes back to the
Mhm.
rest of the group.
And she heads off into the night to return back to her commander. The evening is yours if there's anything anyone wants to do.
I think Ayla's
Right.
probably just gonna have a good time.
Was that invitation that that Asuka made for tonight for these ladies or
No, it was for after the show.
okay.
I might have double checked that between sessions.
I was sitting here like, oh, okay. Damn.
So, you all enjoy yourselves this night. You've earned a little bit of celebration. You did well on your first assignment. And you have drinks, a few rounds. Everyone takes a few turns paying. Everyone subtract 2 gold for from your inventory.
Damn, we drink a lot.
And you're all getting cranked tonight. It's a good night.
Hell
Shit.
yeah.
2
Brayley's-
gold. I don't. Go ahead.
Brayley's definitely gonna try to get Ramil to go dance with her. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
And he would be like, oh no, I
Those legs are begging to be moved around. Let's go.
oh I must insist that I wouldn't.
Oh, come on, Ramiel, are you gonna be the only one sitting there over at the table all sad?
Well, someone has to watch out for all your drinks. You never know with
Chug, let's go.
Well,
Ayla will just down hers.
I'm certainly not concerned. This is a much more reputable establishment than the one we were in earlier.
You can never be too careful. You never know when some ruffian would deign to be so foolishly what's
Ram, come on.
some foreign
Perhaps we
I-
need to find the right person to make Ramiel stand up.
Can we scan the room?
Whoa.
Sure, make a perception check.
Hell yeah.
Perception.
No. Ayla gets very distracted.
Ayla, your thoughts have already drifted off to the pretty tiefling with the gun that you saw earlier today.
You saw the way she polished that gun.
I want you to roll. I spent time to set this up so it would just go.
And now it's not going.
And it has
Are they
decided.
in the same window?
Separate windows?
Both your tabs have to be in the same window for it to...
Really? That's
Yeah.
They don't
hilarious.
have to be the same window. They just need to be open.
Wait,
at the same-
seriously? I thought
Yeah.
I got a pop-up that says it has to be in the same one for it to be connected.
Well, it's
Or
not even
beyond
popping up
20?
in the game log yet.
No,
Let's
I've
see.
always had the table and the
Yeah, I'm not even seeing it pop up
Yeah.
for you in Beyond.
So, Brayley, on your character sheet where it says perception, to the right it'll have a +6. Click the +6.
There you are.
Okay, it's coming.
Ooh, did I hit it twice?
No, it's just loading really slowly. At least on here it is. On D&D Beyond.
Oh yeah, it is having.
I've never
it
seen
is
it
doing a
just give a
thing.
question mark.
It's-
before.
I've
like-
seen
What?
It's like
Yeah, I've seen it on
This is
seen it on
me.
Corey sheet.
Amazing.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, hey!
Damn.
Nat
Wait.
20.
Nat 20. I guess it was worth the wait.
Allow it.
Brayley, you look around the room. So an interesting thing about this bar, Jet's Ambition is, of course, the home city of the Jet Dragonborn. So most of the people in the city are Jet Dragonborn. The vast majority of the population is. However, This bar is an inn is well known for being the staging ground for the mercenaries who come through the city. So the population of this bar is actually quite varied. There are a lot of people here. So you are able to find kind of all types. Is there someone in particular you're looking for?
Male.
Someone that would make Ramiel maybe like pique his interest.
Got you.
Definitely someone like
There is
someone that okay.
there
That might be
is
called a mount. A
Someone
mountain.
that could
There is
match
a-
his lot
yeah,
estate.
there's a man at the bar right now. He is actually standing at the bar, and he is notable because he is a Dia Asanil. And the Dia Asanil are not commonly seen anywhere except for Terracin. They're frankly not even commonly seen on Terracin. They are the machine elves who use their faith in the machine prince, one of the few gods confirmed to still exist and to have not moved on. They use their faith in the machine prince to augment their bodies with machinery and technology. This particular gentleman has done so to great effect. In fact, his body is, well, his skin has been woven with metallic fibers that have kind of buffed him up and made him. He's a healthy boy. Him's a big boy, and
You big boy.
Perfect.
yeah, his face is quite pleasant to look at.
Brayley's gonna approach him.
He glances down at you. Hello there, little lady. What can I help you with?
Hi, what's your name?
Oh my god, I need my naming conventions for the Dias and Neil. My first one, I can't have them not have a proper name.
It's not like Halvin or something.
No, I mean, remember, like last campaign, the one we met was Lieutenant Rayner. Sorry.
He may not be able to turn into a bear, but metaphorically.
I
Yeah.
mean,
I was prepared for this, but I wasn't prepared enough.
sorry, I just need my Dias
I'm making a
and Neil license.
BG3 joke for all y'all.
I still need to play that.
Yeah, I realize you probably wouldn't get it. I'm sorry. This is a joke on the beefy druid elf you meet.
No, now that
yes.
it is, I remember because that was the big marketing thing. Like what, a
You
week
can have
or two
sex with a
before?
bear. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the big.
With Astarion. That was the original
Yeah.
video actually. So
Yeah,
My
that
name-
was the big thing. Like a week or two before release.
my man.
My name's Orion. Nice to meet you,
Orion.
Orion.
Oh, that's a beautiful
That's
name.
a
I'm
sexy
Brayley.
name.
Hello, Brayley.
How you doing tonight? How you feeling?
You know what? I'm feeling good. Had a few drinks tonight, and it's been I don't usually do this kind of thing. I'm more of a
You're gonna have some fun.
well, yeah. Usually, especially with the new implants and stuff like that, I usually just focus
Those
on the work.
Really nice. Those are
Thank
shiny
you.
and Nice.
Thank you. They're
She's just like interrupt him. But you see my friends over there? She's gonna like point in the direction of the group. We're
he
gonna
waves.
we're gonna dance a little bit. Do you want to join us?
Well, he looks over and first of all sees an Asamar, a Dragonborn, a human, and an elf, and is thinking like, oh, they really did all walk into a bar.
Hell yeah, we did.
But he nods. Thank you. No one's ever asked me to dance before.
She's gonna like take his hand. Oh, she's like, oh wait. Do you want to finish your drink first? Like, are you working on a drink? Do you want to bring it over? We can dance and drink. There's no
Oh.
rules here.
Oh,
You can't.
should I have asked about rules when I came in?
No, there's no rules. Let's go.
Okay, great. Wait, when I go to other places, should I be asking if there's rules? You get the sense he is not the brightest
Usually
individual.
they'll have them like posted
Perfect.
on a placard on the wall.
Perfect.
If there
This is
are rules.
perfect.
I don't know about those places, but here, let's go.
All right.
She's gonna
All right,
grab
he
his hand.
makes his way over after you, and as he comes over, he waves. Hi there. Brindlin said I could come over and dance with you. Brayley said I could come over and dance with you.
Well, howdy.
What's all your names?
Nova.
Ayla.
Layla.
Ayla and Layla. I like that.
I like
You know
that
what? I
we
have
did it at the same time.
I have a sister named Kayla. How's that?
And
I hear
this
that,
is.
that she can be quite unfortunate.
Well, Mom always said that I was the bright one in the family.
No.
It's not a good sign.
And this is. And I will pat Ramiel on the back. And this is Ramiel.
Oh.
Ramiel, say hi.
He's been kind of like a little absent-minded, and then Orion walks over as he's taking a sip, and he's done exactly this.
Is he doing a spit take?
Doing a spit take, and he goes, Romeo.
Wait, is he doing a spit take or is he doing a swallow take?
No, that's later.
I'll be later.
And he goes, Romeo.
Ram, we're gonna dance, and Orion here is gonna dance with us, and she's gonna we give like a wink, like.
Well, now that you've found your your dance partner, yeah, I'll continue watching over the drinks then.
No,
Oh,
you
you're
should come and
not-
dance
and
with
Ayla-
us.
We're gonna
Okay.
tell them.
Orion
There's no
just asked
rules
you to
here.
dance.
Ram, there's no rules here. We can drink and dance.
I think
Grab him.
Ayla just scoops her wing behind Ramiel and yeah.
I love Brayley's ongoing mission to convince people there's no rules here.
As you manage to like scoop him out, literally scoop him out of the seat, he actually stumbles and kind of like falls like not falls, but like kind of like
Yeah, he stumbles.
yeah, he stumbles and
Don't worry,
manages to,
Orion
like,
catches
catch
you.
himself like on the mountain that is Orion right in front of him. and-
Yeah, he like steadies you. Oh, you haven't been having too much to drink tonight, have you?
Oh, no, I'm perfectly fine. Oh goodness, is it really hot in here or something?
Oh, well, I mean, it's a little warm in here. Would you, we could step outside if you like. I'd be happy to get some air with you.
Oh, really?
Sure.
Not any of, and he kind of like motions to, there's the party, and he's like, in his eyes, there's like the help.
Well, I mean, if I'm honest with you, these cities are very crowded for me. Where I come from, you don't see too many people. This is a lot.
This is a lot of people. Yes.
Hey, you're one of those one of them fairy elves, right?
Feyborn. Yes. How could you tell?
Well, your eyes are lovely.
Oh. And for the first time since y'all have met him, you're actually seeing Ramiel, one, at a loss for words, two, kind of like looking giddy as shit. Or well, not giddy, but like he's looking like uncharacteristically unlike him. And three, there's definitely redding on the cheeks, which is not gonna be hard to see because of his fucking high profile cheeks and shit.
You
Oh god.
you look a little weak in the knees. Here, and he leads on like Princess carries you out.
Holy fucking.
Oh, okay.
Don't
I
get
guess
too
I'll-
excited. We have things to do tomorrow.
See you all later.
Yeah, no, he just takes you out front and then sets you down. He's a gentleman. He's not gonna do
Oh
anything
my.
inappropriate.
Really, you are terrifying.
And she's
See, that was
That was art.
Quite
That was art.
remarkable in its swiftness.
So we'll start with the group inside who are watching this, frankly, gorgeous, very dumb individual carry Ramiel away. He is a himbo. I want you to know, in my mind, I was like, what would like Kronk with a country boy accent look like? And that's how I designed him.
Like Clark Kent.
Ramiel got
He's
himself.
kind of like Clark Kent. Yeah, actually, that's a pretty good
You know what? Yeah,
description. Yes, he's literally Smallville.
Ramiel's got himself a country cowboy friend.
Yeah.
Braylee's super satisfied.
You should be.
Well-
I mean, you rolled a nat 20 for your perception. I was gonna let you find. I was gonna let you find someone great.
Well,
That's
dancing.
exactly what he needed.
Mm-hmm.
If we're really lucky, the stick might come out of his ass tonight.
Or it will be replaced. Who knows?
It's replaced. Maybe it's a little less stiff.
And not if it's a good time.
We had to loosen those legs one way or another.
That is certainly one way to put it.
That's
I am impressed.
phrasing I have not heard before.
Is that phrasing you need explanation?
No, I'm able to intuit it. It's new to me.
Do they say things like this differently and I forgot the name of your content.
Breast hearth.
Restaurant.
And rest us.
Oh, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of, rolling the hay and everything like that.
I see.
It's
I feel like that might be the phrase Orion uses.
yeah, it's a bit more pastoral there.
I see. Rolling hills and corn as high as
Huge
mountain
tracts
is
of
up.
land.
Fascinating.
Anyway,
Well.
dancing.
Dancing.
You all head out onto the dance floor, and seeing more people come out, the bards once again start kicking up and playing some higher energy music. There's compared to, say, most taverns where you would think, a lot of like grizzled veterans would be hanging out, so they would play things like more calm and peaceful. Again, you're in Jet's Ambition, which for a lot of the war has stayed kind of out of it. And this is a mercenary bar, so a lot of people here are young. So it's definitely a higher energy bar than you would expect to see in wartime. But you all dance and enjoy yourselves. If there's any conversations you all want to have with each other or with anyone else, you can.
Not that I can think of, unless someone approaches Nova. She would have taken a turn. Dance with as many people as possible. Unless someone stopped her.
Definitely do a bit of the dancing.
Yeah, Braylee's definitely let loose. She's like dancing like all around everyone and like with strangers. She's not being shy with her dancing.
Would you
Damn.
say
Damn.
would you say Braley is the like religious private school girl who just got to community college?
Yup.
Yeah, okay.
She is
Okay, I'm getting the visual in my mind now.
Boy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think Ayla's enjoying herself the most she would outside of a bar fight starting.
I would approach at some point in, I don't know, the dancing, I guess, maybe, or whatever, Ayla a little bit.
What's up?
Congratulations on taking control of your own destiny, such as it were.
That happened years ago.
Well, still, it's always heartening to see somebody else determined to live life their own way.
Were you also, or?
No, not like that. But you know, the life of a waste.
Ah,
And she just sort of shrugs.
fair enough. And she'll just kind of raise her glass a little bit.
Give a
If you'd
little
like,
toast.
go ahead and make a history check.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's not going.
Nice.
30-20.
Oh, there it is.
Newest is well, it's an Elvish term. There isn't a great translation for it into Common or into Tiefling, but Newist refers to, I guess the easiest way to say it is someone who knows a great truth about themselves. That is a term that has been somewhat adopted. It originated with the Dia Asenil, a group of people who are notably all born agender and actually choose their gender when they come of age. It is the first modification to their bodies that is made by the Machine Prince. But it is a term that has kind of spun out of their culture to define what we would say is transgender individuals.
It'll just raise her glass. Congrats to you.
And give the toast as well. So you can see why I give you whatever encouragement I may. No idea if you're having any second thoughts or anything, but
Oh, I'm never going back.
I can't say I'm too much different.
Fair enough.
So you all dance and have a lovely time. Outside, Ramiel, you've been princess carried out of the building, and as soon as you're out, he takes you over to the side and sets you down, and nods, he takes a deep breath of air as he gets outside. Well, it's nothing like the country, but it's better than stuffed up in there.
Well, are you quite sure that you're fine with, my company?
Your company seems lovely to me.
Well, if you don't mind my asking, I don't believe, we've been introduced. You know my name, and I unfortunately didn't seem to, have caught yours.
Oh, my apologies. My name's Orion.
Orion.
Yeah. I'd tell you my last name, but I mean, out in the middle of nowhere, we don't really have last names. No real purpose to them.
I mean, a name is just a name. You give it purpose, if anything.
Well, no one needs to call me nothing but Orion. I'll know you mean me.
Very well, just Orion. What brings you to these parts?
Oh, well, my big brother, he came here to do his part in the war, and after he died, I felt that it was my duty to take his place, as it were, since he wasn't able to finish things.
Carrying on a legacy, as it were.
Oh, yeah, my big brother was, he was a pretty good fighter and a good man, but after he perished, I didn't like the thought of our family not finishing their part.
Well, if nothing else, you have a noble purpose in mind, and that's one I can relate to and respect.
What's your noble purpose?
Oh, same as you. I'm here to do my part, and
Your big brother died. So sorry.
Oh, no. honestly don't have family, so to speak. I lost them quite some time ago, and
Oh. I'm so sorry. Were you close with them?
and at that, Rama kind of like takes a moment to reply. I can't really say I was, but well, suffice to say, I did find new family. They're the ones that gave me a newfound purpose, as it were. And
Well, it's like they
I-
say back home. No one knows you like family, and if they don't know you, they ain't family.
if only it were that simple, Orion. If only that it were that simple.
Oh, it is pretty simple. I can understand it. My mom said I was nothing too good at book smarts, but you know.
Well, if anything else, you have a good heart to you.
Oh, I do. It's well, you gotta have a pretty good heart to be able to wield these kinds of modifications to the body.
Dear Arsenal, as I recall.
Yes, that's right. We're well, you know, we're poor even by Diaz Neil standards, but my mom was a pretty brilliant inventor. It runs in the family, she says. You get the sense that it does not.
Oh, well then, I mean, I do believe in your culture it's quite normal to make modifications as you see fit.
Oh yeah. Well, everyone does. We're born differently than most people are. We actually have to decide whether we're going to be a man or a woman when we come of age.
And obviously you or well, not obviously. I'd rather not presume. I do apologize for that. And I take it that you're happy with your decision.
He nods. Oh yeah. No, I've always been pretty pleased with with my choices. I'm a big follower in going where the wind blows.
Right,
Are you happy with your choices?
And kind of like another pause at that. If I could make them, yes. Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to make my own decisions. I'm still kind of getting used to that as it.
That doesn't seem right. You should be able to make your own choices.
Certain events made that somewhat impossible.
Well, I'll tell you what. If someone comes to you and says that you aren't allowed to make your own decisions, you let me know.
Oh, and well, and he's actually kind of like taken aback at that. Oh, thank you for that.
Of course, pretty thing like you should be able to do whatever you want.
There is this again.
He says I would commit war crimes for this ship.
So good.
I love B.
So good.
That's twice you've done that now.
Done what?
Called me pretty.
Oh, well, my mama always told me that I should be honest whenever I can.
And you don't find, well, pretty isn't exactly the word that you use in this context, but
Oh.
pretty is more what my companions inside are.
My sincerest apologies. Would you prefer I say handsome?
Like, um,
Whew.
every
Well done.
word out of your mouth, and I find myself speechless.
I've been told I have that effect on people.
I'm sure they have their reasons. What I mean to say is, nothing about me really is remarkable in that sense. If anything,
Well, your eyes are gorgeous, and you got a lovely voice. You seem fun to talk to.
I try to be a good listener at the very least, and when I talk, I want to make it known that it is my time to talk, as I do have a lot to say, but that doesn't mean that people should be hesitate to talk themselves, if anything.
Well,
Goodness, it's so
anytime you feel like talking, I'm happy to listen.
And he's actually done. He's actually doing this thing where he's taken the loose braid that's just been hanging across his shoulder, and he's actually taken a finger and just kind of like twirling it a little bit, like just like little tip.
He's doing like the
as
wow,
he's
you're so
talking.
funny.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got you.
and he's been like the expression on his face is one that's there's a lot of conflict just kind of like going on, like there's like some kind of like mental battle going on in there. And if you were free to do so, how would I find you?
Oh, well, right now I'm actually staying here at the cracked scale. I'm be here until my unit ships out, I imagine. But yeah, if I'd love to. He seems to think about it for a moment. Well, probably should do this proper. My good sir, if I could have permission to call upon you sometime.
It's just been here like again. Let me be direct with this.
I
Are
would
you
greatly
not
appreciate it.
Are you not interested in pursuing any of my friends?
Oh, now I understand the concerns. No, I'm well, I'm gay.
Oh. Oh, well, that's that changes things then.
Yes. Well,
I would be delighted.
he only plays with sticks and stones. Yeah, he nods. Well, that's very good then. Maybe well, if you're available tomorrow night, maybe I could maybe we could find somewhere to go have dinner.
Tomorrow night. Oh, fuddy duddy.
He chuckles. Or the night after, perhaps.
Perhaps. Unfortunately, my next night is going to be rather occupied with
I understand. Duty calls for all of us, doesn't it?
of course. But yes, a dinner the night after would be quite lovely.
I got just the place. I can't wait.
Oh no. Right. Well,
Would you care for that dance now?
I have to be honest. I don't really come across that many opportunities to dance, so I'm not quite confident in.
Well, don't you worry about that. You just follow my lead. And he escorts you in. He dances in a way that... How to put this?
Oh god. I'm about to
Picking
do
up
a,
Ramiel and swinging him around.
doing a hoedown in a
colorful.
hip hop place.
No, I would not say he dances like a hoedown. He dances very properly, in fact.
Aw.
His dancing is more akin to ballroom dancing.
Oh, there you go. That's fair.
And he leads.
At some point during the dance, Ramiel would definitely bring the other hand that's just been kind of like resting somewhere like on his shoulder,
Mm-hmm.
and just kind of like bring that down
Down on the hip, where it belongs.
down on the hip.
Oh boy.
And no room for Jesus.
Jesus
All right.
ain't here.
That's where we'll
We
end
got
that
night.
evening.
Fair enough.
As you all quite enjoy yourselves for the night. Brayley, you feel a smug sense of satisfaction throughout the evening, lasting well into the morning.
We'll definitely
Hell
take
yeah.
the moment to say, Braylee, I don't know what I did to deserve that, but thank you. He's a specimen.
That he is.
He is that.
It's quite rare to come across someone as earnest as him. It's rather refreshing.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad that we were here tonight. And she just feel good. She's feeling good.
Yeah.
She's still. I'm just so glad we're here tonight. Like,
Braylee,
This is the best night ever.
Braylee, I think
For
you might need to lie down. Let me take you to your room.
For Brayley lately, every night has been the best night ever.
Yep.
She's
But-
trying to find her limits.
In the morning,
no rules.
in the morning, you all gather together again in the downstairs and have breakfast together. Some of you a little hungover, but most of you ready to go for the day. Tessa joins you about an hour after you all gather together, and she comes in with a sack of coins that she drops on the table and smiles at you. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. We certainly enjoyed ourselves last night. I look over to Ramiel and I look back. And you have the proper contacts for us.
I do. If you head on down to, there's a tailor in the Black Spinel. It's called the Lady's Scales. If you head on down there, you can, the tailor knows that you are coming. And these are the coins that you need to purchase your outfits.
High-end indeed.
Yes. Top of the line, if you're going to be infiltrating the Misty Gala this evening.
No, must you talk so loud?
Yes, I must.
It's certainly morning, but it's never good. Oh,
You'll have
God.
to forgive him. He overindulged a little bit last night.
Oh
And a
no,
few
this
things
isn't
from what I
this isn't
understand.
from last night. This is from this morning.
What happened this morning?
That's a mood.
Mm.
Listen, the problem wasn't the drinking. The problem's the hangover.
No, the hangover was the least of it. It's the fact that it's morning.
Mm.
I despise mornings.
Mm.
I feel like this is
My-
the first time you and I have ever agreed on something.
My apologies, Your Majesty.
Ugh.
Well,
They have something warm or something to. God, I can't with this.
I am certain we can get the coffee for the gentleman.
Oh yeah, you're able to get whatever you want to drink this morning, coffee or tea, or just
God, they have
water.
coffee in here.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
most definitely.
I'll
It's a
have a
mercenary
bit of-
tavern. They have coffee. People
I'll
need
have
to
a bit
sober
of
up.
tea.
Yep, you're able to get tea as well.
Feel
You
like-
wouldn't say it's a. So you're from Rest Hearth, where they have probably the best tea on Serene.
This
You
is-
would not say Mother's Jail is prime growing territory for tea leaves.
this
It's a little
is
brisk.
Acceptable, I suppose.
I mean, it doesn't have
I've
sticks and
gotten
leaves in it,
used-
so.
I've gotten used to this level of quality.
Yeah, you've gone from having like properly brewed loose leaf tea to a Lipton packet. That's basically what's happening here.
Oh boy.
Braylee's gonna mix her coffee and tea together into one concoction.
Oh
Ayla
god.
is definitely drinking like, a
God.
concerning amount of coffee.
Nova's having water.
No,
Good for you, Noah.
I'm concerned about what Brayley's doing. What is that abomination?
This is a dirty Lee. Let's go.
A dirty Lee.
So is that Lee with two E's or is that L-E-A?
Whatever floats your boat. She hasn't thought past much the dirty part. She just threw in the Lee.
Yeah,
I
I was
love
gonna say,
it.
I think it's for her name. Saw more than
see.
that's not the first dirty Lee I saw last night. Oh! Who was that dancing? Okay.
The knees are a little squeaky this
goodness.
morning.
That's better.
All right.
How come I didn't see any of you dancing?
Oh, we were dancing. Where were
Were
you?
you?
Pretty hard to miss when I'm dancing, I like to think.
Oh, I think Ramiel was simply enamored, distracted by a certain by starstruck by a certain Mount Orion, so to speak.
You're not gonna let that go.
Ram, how did that go last night?
Quite pleasantly, actually. Like I told you, he's earnest, quite refreshing.
We're not gonna get to that play.
And
I
we
mean,
seem to
fine.
have made plans.
Straightforward. Straightforwardness is always to be desired.
Okay,
th-
give me the juicy parts though, Ram. Like, what?
I believe he was the
anything
one
else
who
happen?
received the juice.
Oh no, we had a lovely time together. Just dancing and evidently we've made plans for the night after.
Hmm.
Oh, what are the plans?
A dinner.
Just dinner?
A dinner. Yes.
My
Sounds romantic.
goodness.
I almost feel bad having such such thoughts. Strike that from your mind.
I mean, but why?
This is natural.
Indeed.
Have you met any of the rest of us?
Let's just say that I want to keep that precious ingenuity as chaste as I can.
I mean, I suppose if that's what you want, but she'll shrug. Suppose there's to each their own.
Tessa is standing there like, I see.
We
All right.
have grown very close.
That is well. As I say, go and pay the ladies' scales a visit, and you should be able to get what you need. Best of luck to you all, and enjoy the show.
Thank you. All right. Collect the money and let's go.
Make your way
Yeah.
over towards the Black Spinel Market. To get there, you pass to the south of Under Gesheron's Eye, the stadium of the city, and then head across one of the many bridges that crosses the river, past the Dark Diamond, and around towards the Black Spinel Market. The Black Spinel is indeed a market. It's technically an open-air market, though with all of the tapestries and cloths that hang over connecting the various buildings, it doesn't seem quite like an open-air market. There is 2 entryways in, one at the north and south end of the market, and inside there are a number of stalls that run the center area, the center length of the market, and then actual buildings, stores that are on the sides. And one of them on the eastern side of the Black Spinel is indeed the sign above it says the Ladies' Scales. The sign itself is done in a dragon scale motif.
We own a shop, honey.
We do indeed.
There we are.
And there you are.
Well, Nova's just gonna stride in.
Yep. Stepping in, it is not a particularly large store, as you get the sense that any real estate inside the Black Spinel market is not cheap. However, there are mannequins that are lining the walls with various fashions and styles on them. The shop is empty at the moment, outside of the tailor who is there. She is a jet dragonborn woman. She looks to be probably towards the later end of her life. It's always harder to tell with dragonborn, but her scales have kind of lost their sheen somewhat, suggesting that she might be a little bit older. And as you all enter, she glances up. Yes. Welcome to the Ladies' Scales. My name is Genevieve. Might I be able to help you?
Yes. We have been sent here for rush arrangements for tonight's evening at the Misty Gala.
Oh, yes.
Puts the money in the table.
Yes. Captain
We're in-
Alspeth said you'd be coming.
Yes.
Yes, we're
that
in
what-
need of formal attire.
That you most certainly are, she says, looking you all over. Very well. Please come in and let me get you fitted and sized up, and you can all tell me what sort of outfit that you're hoping to find. As we're in something of a rush job, I'll need you to pick from one of the styles that we have here. I can't make something completely custom, but I will fit it to you. And she takes you. Each of you can kind of describe the outfit you end up getting. So, Nova, why don't you lead us off and tell us what Nova will be wearing to the gala?
Nova's trying to find something that's glittery but not super feminine, I guess.
Mhm.
So they end up, I think, wearing with sort of a plum long coat with colors of emerald and maybe some navy.
And then slacks with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Very nice.
some gold filigree.
Brayley, what are you wearing to the show?
Oh, she's definitely wearing something that her dad would hate. Like just a little bit more skin is showing. It is like, I want to say she'd probably go for something maybe red.
Is she wearing Rosalind's dress?
She could be.
Okay.
High
Damn, that
slit,
was
I
how
bet
it was.
I bet they would stock it here.
plunging
Yeah.
neckline.
Yeah, the plunging neckline. Yeah.
Something that would make her dad cry and be like,
Yeah.
no.
Something that would say, "No daughter of mine."
Definitely.
Okay. All right. You are drawn over indeed to a dress that's more near the front, that indeed has a low plunging neckline. In fact, it would probably show your navel. And there's 2 slits that run all the way up the sides of the leg, all the way to the hip. And
I don't think at that point that qualifies as a neckline.
no, it's supposed to not. That's just the style of the
It's just
dress.
open.
Yeah.
Breezy.
And she sees you looking at it. Daring.
Can I try it on?
You most certainly can. And she sizes you for it. Layla, what are you going to be wearing tonight?
Because I didn't realize we were getting this, I didn't have time to put much thought into it. So
Neither
we're
did I.
going.
It's fine.
Fair.
We are going with.
Excuse me.
We're playing off the voice, and we are getting that classic debutante.
Yes,
Dress
we're full on
in
dress go
prop-
spinny.
Absolutely, probably. I was thinking in maybe a like sort of pale yellow to contrast with the dark black scales.
Yep, I think that's perfect. And she indeed is able to size something up perfectly for that. A theatrical performance like this is always an opportunity for a young noble lady's debut. So she definitely has things in stock like that. Ayla, what will you be wearing tonight?
I think Ayla.
Besides it being backless, I know.
Well, I think as much as Ayla looks like she'd rather lose a wing than be here, it's pretty obvious she's done this a lot of times before. I think she ends up probably something fairly similar to Brayley with like basically the Roz dress of
Something scandalous.
kind of like silvery
Ow.
icy blue.
Okay, so how far along that scandalous scale do you go?
Yes.
Noted.
All right. So yours, I think, Ayla, you are wearing probably the most revealing of the outfits that we have this night. Although you and Brayley are definitely in heavy competition for that. Ramiel, what are you wearing tonight?
He's actually gonna go full on like fancy. So he's gonna be wearing like a long tailcoat, dark blue. He's also gonna be wearing not leather pants, breeches, like
Breeches, yeah.
black breeches.
Yep.
Still has no, he'd go for the thigh high boots for that.
I mean, over breeches, absolutely.
And he'd have dark gloves with that. He'd have a cravat and everything.
Just a slight heel on the boots, I think.
Yeah.
I got you.
And he would also be rocking a fucking cane and shit.
He goes all out. I love it.
Mm-hmm. And he would actually undo the braid. He would have it up. There's gonna be like a loose. I don't know what to call it. Like you get like you have like a bit of your hair just kind of like bunched up in the back, type of thing. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Like fuck, I don't know what to call it, but it's the kind of hairstyle that you would see in a lot of like Chinese dramas with like the main character males.
Mm-hmm.
That kind.
Yeah, I got you. All right.
He'd have that.
I love this. So it takes y'all a while as she gets you sized up and starts working on. She's basically like building the outfits around you, so you're there for a good bit of the day because she has to put these together so quickly. But she accepts the money, and you are all looking outstanding, as if there was ever any doubt.
Do we get masks?
No, it's just a
Yeah,
theatrical
we
performance.
don't
It's not
get
like
masks.
a masquerade.
It's on a ball.
Fuck.
Not yet.
He'd want a mask.
I mean, you could certainly have one as part of your outfit if you want. You could get like a Kato mask
Are there like binoculars?
or binoculars would make
Yes.
sense. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Okay,
little
eye
viewing
mask that you
binoculars.
can kinda, like,
Oh,
do
yeah.
that, yeah. The fancy binoculars that you see with the fancy plays and shit.
Yes, you got like the opera gloves on and everything.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's only appropriate.
So that night eventually rolls around. Oh, sorry. Wrong thing. That's the next one.
Oh, so we're getting force visions tonight.
Mm-hmm.
As you, that evening, make your way to the Misty Gala, you find it to be a 3-story theater with a front designed like the bow of a ship, upon which sits a black dragon's head statue. The marquee reads, "Whispers in Silence, opening night." Waiting near the entrance, you do indeed see Oscar Lastel. Her hair is cut in a half bob that alluringly covers one eye, and she wears a tight purple dress with panels cut out over her navel and hips. In her hand, she has a cigar, and she is talking to a couple of her security as you all approach. Seeing you, she smiles. "Ah, you made it. I've informed them to put a few extra chairs in my box this evening."
Hopefully enough for all of us, or
Oh.
will some of us have to stand?
You will all have a seat, I assure you. You all look fantastic.
We
Oh,
aim
thank
to
you.
please.
You don't look half bad yourself.
Please, I don't look bad at all. She smiles. "Oh, do follow me." And she puts out her cigar before heading into the and the inside. The lobby area is plush and red carpet. It is very well designed. There are statues of what look to be maybe gods or goddesses or some sort of divinely inspired artwork. The walls have paintings on them that show maybe other performances that have been done here. There is something of a cocktail service going on right now as people are sipping drinks or champagne. She walks you up a set of stairs where you do have to go past a couple of bouncers before you're able to even go up them, and takes you down the right side towards the towards her private box, which is, if you've ever been in a nice theater before, it's pretty much exactly what you're expecting. It sits along the side, raised up off the ground, and overlooks the stage itself. The stage is beautiful, set in this almost golden wood. There are lights that shine over from the front of it near the orchestra pit, and more that shine down from on top. There are 3 layers of curtains to allow for different set designs to happen here. And right now they're just getting ready to start the show as the orchestra is practicing and warming up. And she offers you all to take a seat. There are indeed seats provided for each of you in the box. It's a little cramped with 6 people in the box instead of the usual 4. But she doesn't seem to have any problem with it. She lights up another cigar when she gets to sit down at her seat because no one's going to tell her no.
Oh, this place is quite spectacular. I have not had the pleasure until tonight.
No? Well, then welcome. I enjoy getting to see a show every now and then.
Have
In
you
a room like this, you could almost be forgiven for forgetting there's a war on.
Perhaps.
Have you seen this play before?
No, this is the opening night of it, in fact.
Oh,
It is...
my bad.
No, not at all. If you were not from around here, how would you know?
That is true. Interesting.
She glances over at you, Ayla. You do look fantastic, by the way.
Like I said, you do as well.
The wings must provide such interesting opportunities to accessorize.
And plenty of opportunities for less closing.
The thought had occurred to me.
They do.
Well, takes only a little while before the lights in the area go down and the show begins.
Oh boy.
As the lights go down, a single figure appears in the main spotlight. The Dia an Nadwir woman has deep green hair and lovely tanned skin. Bowing low, she raises her arms. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Phelan Dacour, impresario of the Misty Gala Theater House. I bid you welcome to the premiere of our newest show, The Whispers in Silence. Tonight's tale takes us to the continent of Terrasen, where amid political turmoil, rumblings of the return of Scala, dread demon of hatred, have begun to roil. Our story begins in the city of Mina's Grove, where our heroes are meeting under the most unlikely of circumstances. As she exits off the stage, the lights come up to reveal a number of prison cells on the stage. "And you're certain we'll find someone like that down here?" asks a dwarven woman on the stage. "Fate has deemed it so. Just wish it could have been somewhere less dark," replies an Uruk. The tiefling crosses her arms but says nothing. "Oh, perhaps this is him," the dwarf says cheerfully. "Excuse me, are you Cerberus?" The elven man in the prison cell gives a handsome smile. "Ha! And what gave me away? As if I need to ask." The tiefling grunts. "What are you in for?" "Well, you know how they say if looks could kill?" "Yes." "Well, then guilty as charged. How fantastic to meet you all. And where are you off to?" he asks. The dwarf speaks up. "We're going to see the Onrado. Need to find my way home." "The Onrado?" asks Cerberus. "Well, I hear she can grant anything." The dwarf smiles and nods. "It's true. She's going to help Caldana here find a heart." The Uruk nods. "And maybe if she has any courage laying around, I could take it off her hands." Cerberus looks towards a muscular dragonborn man on the stage. "And what about you?" The dragonborn grins at the audience. "Oh, nothing. I'm perfect. Just helping these poor souls along. Sir Melody, charmed to meet you. And I'm sure the Onrado could help you with your intelligence." Cerberus blinks. "Rude, but fair enough. Count me in." And thus does the first scene come to a close.
Fucking Wizard of Oz!
Why
told
is
you it
it
was the-
Wizard of Oz?
Told you it was the dumbest shit I've ever written.
He's beautiful.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Crying. Okay.
Are you okay, Ramiel?
Keep going.
So, we will, by the way, get to see more parts of the portrayal of the Whispers in Silence throughout the campaign, but just one tonight. As the dramatic music, as the first scene draws to a close, she looks over at you all. "I sense they may have taken some artistic license with the source material."
I certainly hope so. These people saved the world.
I
mean,
guess.
Melody.
That's standard. That's standard storytelling.
I'm
Real
pretty sure
life
Melody was a
really
lady.
I thought so.
Really makes for such great, such tidy stories.
Well, it would seem that Melody is getting the hometown treatment, as it were. Motioning to the large jet dragonborn man on stage playing her.
Very least, they could have kept Mummy's gender the same. Goodness gracious. What?
The show continues along, and as the dramatic music builds towards the Whispers in Silence encounter with Scala, fog pumps out onto the stage for her entrance. The Whispers all assume combat stances, gritting their teeth as they are engulfed in the fog, and for a moment the stage is an impenetrable wall of mist. It goes on for a long moment, maybe too long, before finally the fog begins to subside and a collective gasp is heard. Each of the Whispers is being held by a cloaked figure pressing a knife against their throat, and standing in the center of the stage is a tall man wearing a bone-white mask in the shape of a deformed smile. Raising his arms, he nods. "Good evening to all you so-called ladies and gentlemen. I beg your forgiveness for interrupting this show this evening, but I simply could not stand another minute of this dull, cacophonous bleating. Though I suppose I should not be surprised that this is what passes for entertainment. After all, is it not our nature to mock our heroes while turning a blind eye to the lessons they attempted to impart? He asks, gazing back at the actors on the stage. I should think that for all their suffering, we might at least do them the courtesy of spelling their names correctly, yes? But such is our nature. The wealthy sit in luxury while the poor and impoverished perish in muddy trenches. The powerful rest comfortably in their beds while those without means fight for their lives on the front lines of a war they did not start nor ask for. The heroics suffer and struggle only for actors to make a mockery of all they strived for. Raising his arms, he motions to the audience. But these 5? These are not the actors I refer to. No, it is all of you. The Civil War on Mother's Jail, a cause that the children of the deep claim to be one of heroism and valor, and you are the actors, making a mockery of all that the valiant and the heroic strive for. He motions up towards the luxury box that you're all sitting in. Ah, if it isn't Miss Oscar Lestelle, the goodly proprietor of the bottom shelf and queen of the Thieves Guild. Where do you find the nerve to show your face in public? Taking a long drag on her cigar, Oscar replies, At least I show my face. I feel no shame in who I am. The man starts to laugh and applaud. Well spoken! Perhaps you have a courage that this city has been found wanting for. Miss Lestelle, I'll make you an offer right now. Offer your life and I'll take it in place of these 5. With one more drag of her cigar, she puts it out on the armrest of the chair before standing without a word. She hops over the side of the balcony and lands in the mezzanine and draws her pistol there. If you think yourself capable of taking my life, I invite you to try. The masked man laughs and applauds. Marvelous. And what an audience we shall have. Let me get us over to our battle screen.
Woo! Do we have our weapons?
You do.
Oh, okay.
Oh
I was
shit.
gonna say Nova probably
Get
wouldn't
them
leave
out.
without hers unless they made her, so made them. So
Really definitely thought this was part of the
Oh.
show up until the weapons were drawn.
Oh, they did. Well, they didn't spell that right. It wasn't right at all.
Nope.
oh, it's awful. Except for Melody.
So, I'm going to let you know right away. If any of you attack the masked man, they will kill the actors on stage immediately.
Okay.
Outside of that,
that is Asuka's target.
that is indeed Asuka's fight to have.
But the assassins are fair game.
The assassins are fair game. You may try to stop them.
That's all that matters to me. Not bad.
All right. Everyone may go ahead and roll for initiative.
How many assassins we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then
Apparently, I'm only capable of getting good rolls on advantage on initiative when I have advantage and a large bonus.
Badoop. It's better than a 7.
A 6 is
no,
not, in fact,
no,
better than
no.
a 7.
Mal, you're bad at math.
Yes, yes I am.
We were gonna get Claire in here to lesson you.
To learn ya.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
All right. Who else do I need to add? We got Nova, Ayla, and Ramiel on there. So I need to add Layla.
There we go.
And Brayley. Nope, that added Layla twice for some reason.
Lily, go 2 times.
Hell yeah.
6. Alrighty, let's kick this shindig off. The first 2 assassins that are up are currently just kind of watching out in the mezzanine as they're holding Melody and Brooks. The masked man is up, and he is going to kind of leap forward as the crowd screams, now realizing that this is not part of the show. They were thinking it was kind of weird that the Whispers in Silence show was commentating on the Mother's Jail War. That didn't seem quite right, but now they're relatively certain that that's not supposed to be. That'll hit, and that will miss. So 1 hit, 1 miss. And she needs to make a dex save or a con save, which she does succeed on. Lose 9 HP. Nova, you are up.
All right.
Ayla, you're on deck.
How high up are we exactly?
You're about 20 feet off the ground.
Okay. So what I'm actually gonna do first is I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast on Caldana's assassin. Because I cannot get sneak attack yet. Okay. Let's just see what happens. 19.
19 hits.
Perfect. And that is 9. Ooh, nice roll. 9 force damage.
Very nice.
It's just the 1d10, right?
Yep, 1d10 right now.
And then I would like to try to get down and head to the stage.
Yep.
Do I need to make a roll to jump off?
Make an athletics check or an acrobatics check to see if you take any damage from the fall, but otherwise you can just hop down. You're good.
Cool.
So it'll be 10 feet of your movement to hop down, and then you can start moving from there.
Okay, so that's 10 feet. I have 20 feet left. 5, 10, 15. And I will be right up on their ass.
Ayla, you are up.
My fly speed is the same as my walking speed as an ASMR, right?
Yes.
Stop showing me measured tool. I want to move. Okay, so that was. I can get there. Ayla is going to hop up, spread her wings, and bonus action to. Where the hell did my D4 go? Do her Crimson Right.
All right.
Oh, ow. Well, she takes 4 damage for that. And then she's going to attack the same assassin.
All right. Yeah, do it away.
That is 21 to hit.
Hits.
For 9 slashing and 2 lightning.
9 slashing and 2 lightning. Very nice. Anything else?
Nope, that's it for her.
Assassin's turn over here. They are going to shove Cerberus to the ground before running to there. And they will shoot at Ayla with a short bow attack. Ayla does a 23 hit.
Unfortunately.
No, not unfortunately. Let me enjoy my moments.
Yeah, that's fair.
6 damage as a crossbow bolt hits into your shoulder. Brayley, you are up.
I'm thinking I wanna, if this works how I think it might work, can I spider climb my way over there?
You sure can. If you wanted to spider climb your way around the wall and get down, yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, I definitely want to do that.
Do it up.
Would I be able to get close to Rialta's assassin?
I think so. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'd say yes, you could make it to right there.
Okay. I do. Ooh.
So it does cast your action, or take your action to cast Spider Climb on yourself, but you do so.
Okay.
You still have a bonus action if you would like to use it.
So where would I end up here?
You are right meow.
Did you mean over here?
Yeah, over there somewhere.
Yeah,
Is that-
I was gonna say.
Oh, you want to go over to Rialta's assassin?
Yeah, she said
Yeah,
Rialta,
that's
but I think your
fine.
mind thought
Sorry,
me.
yeah. So let me see. Instead, you go down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You could get... Oh, yeah, that's called down, so you can actually move right past it. You could actually get to right there.
Okay.
Well, there or there, whichever one you'd prefer.
I will. That seems fine.
All right.
And I get one more action.
You get a bonus action.
Which,
Is not the same as an action, unfortunately.
yeah, I don't really know if there's. The only thing you could, I think, really do, because you can't really cast any spells. You could shapeshift if you wanted to, but I'm not sure if that's worth it to you right now. Actually, you might not be able to. I just realized.
So I think it's an action to shapeshift, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just.
Is it bonus only for Moon Druid?
It depends. It
It's
depends.
yeah, it's dependent on.
Because
Because
for me, the circle of stars are my star shapes were bonus action.
The only bonus action move you have is Healing Word.
Yeah, which unfortunately you wouldn't be able to
I
do.
think
'cause-
if you there's a in actions there is a tab next to action that's bonus action, and that would actually list whatever you can do
Yeah,
as a-
Yeah.
that's what I was just checking. It's her only one is Healing Word.
I didn't think so. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright. All right, so next turn you'll be able to do whatever you like. Assassins are up. This assassin is going to stab Nova,
That's fair.
Oh.
Wow.
and they are going to use Burning Strike,
Ow.
which allows them to make a weapon attack. They are going to attack you with their scimitar.
Rude.
Does a 18 hit your AC?
It does.
That's good because they take damage whether or not they hit you. So they're going to hit you for 2d6 plus 3 damage.
Ow.
So 9 damage total.
Okay.
And then they take 1d6 damage themselves. They take 2. And then another assassin is up. This is the one that was next to Rialta, who is going to look at you, Brayley, as you come running over, and they're like, and they're going to...
No, they were next to Ralta.
That's true. They were next to Rialta. Brayley does a 12 hit your AC.
No.
Okay. Ms. Oscar Lestelle is up. And she is... Well, look, right now this dude is all up in her business, which she's not a fan of. So she is going to... yeah. She's going to draw her rapier up, or it's not a rapier, it's a dagger, and she is going to Booming Blade the masked man.
Oh,
Not a bad plan.
your GMPC is a warlock?
No, she
Wait,
just has
no.
Booming Blade.
Never mind, yeah. Sorry, I got confused.
I am a warlock with blooming blade. though.
You are, yeah. She is not a warlock.
Sorry,
So
that's me. That's my bad.
that's going to hit for 4 plus, I think Booming Blade's a D8 if I recall. It is. So that's going to hit for 9 damage total. And then she is going to bonus action to cunning action disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's right there.
That's rude, and I love it.
And Ramiel, you are up with Layla on deck.
I am going to Witch Bolt. Let me see. Nope. This one, and I think that one's just shy. Oh, never mind. I can...
You're measuring from a square behind you, by the way.
Wait, that's right behind me. Oh, so I was. So I can. Yeah, I can hit these two. I'm gonna go after the assassin that's right over here, and then this assassin. No, that's still. Fuck. I'm sorry. Hold on. Give me one quick second.
You're fine.
My bad. I was under the operation that Witch Bolt was a 60, not 30. So hold on. Yeah, fuck it. How high up are we in?
20
the
feet.
bomb? 20 feet.
If you make a acrobatics or athletics check when you jump, I'll to tell you if you take damage or not.
Okay. Go with either, but I'll just hit this one with the Witch Bolt.
Okay.
And that's gonna be this one. No sorcerer stuff. So it's just gonna be bog standard Witch Bolt.
Okay.
Make a ranged spell attack, so it's gonna be a Badoop. Cool. 12, does that hit?
That meets.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, they don't have great
we're
AC.
Good to know.
Yeah, we're gonna lightning.
We're level 3 guys. They're not. It's not crazy yet.
Yeah.
We're not level 17 anymore.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think on a hit, target takes D12. Okay.
Nice. Indeed, you all see as from the luxury box, this arc of lightning curves over the top and attaches onto the assassin, who is shaking now a bit as they're being zapped.
Layla would also actually see, like, as Ramiel is performing this spell, the lightning as it's gathering in his hands momentarily form draconic wings before before he unleashes them.
Interesting. I like it. Layla, you're up.
All right, so I would have to jump down.
To get over there, yes. You can make an acrobatics or an athletics check.
Okay, and how does that count for the movement?
It's if you don't fall, it'll be 10 feet because your gravity is aiding you in getting down. If you do fall, you'll be prone when you land, so you'll have to spend half a movement to get up.
Fair enough. Okay, so we'll acrobat that. Oh, good. There's a 1 in front of that 4. For 16.
Yep, you're fine. Hop down.
So glad I
It
forgot.
was the angle caught it in that way that I'm like, oh god.
That's funny.
Falls on someone in the second row.
Yeah. Okay, so that took 10 to what, get here, presumably? Okay. So we'll come up there, and I will clutch my little holy symbol of my as of yet undetermined goddess. I came up with the concept. I just need to actually sit down, write it out, and get a name.
Fair enough.
And I'll come up with a cool, appropriate symbol, but I'll clutch that and look over at Ayla and Nova and say, come on, my friends, let's put an end to this and use my emboldening bond on the two
What
of
does
them.
that do?
Oh, it's great. Great
As
stuff.
long as one of us is within 30 feet of the other, so if you go more than 30 feet away from one of the other of us, you break it. But as long as you're within that 30 feet of somebody else who has the bond, you have basically a permanent bless. You can add a
D4 to everything.
a D4 to an attack, ability check, or saving throw.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
And it stacks with bless, so you can be blessed
Yes.
and have that.
Yep.
But that,
However, because that is stupid, I do not also have bless.
Fair enough.
That's fair. I'd take forever to keep that up.
All right.
That is my equivalent of you not taking silvery barbs on Friday.
I do have silvery barbs. I didn't take counterspell on Friday.
Oh,
But similar
yeah.
idea.
That is my kindness I did, Robbie.
And what does he do?
Basically-
He counterspells
basically
you.
the
And what does he do? He counterspells me instead.
Yeah. that's pretty
Basically
rude.
the same thing. I'm already doing this shenanigans.
Yeah. All right. Anything else, Layla?
Nope, that is an action.
At the top of the round, people are starting to flee.
That's fair.
As
They
they
realize
should.
this is not a show, and people are running. Assassin is up, and this one is going to run over Mia and do a stab on Brayley. That is a nat 20. However, Asuka is going to silvery barbs that.
That's nice of her.
Speaking of,
Way
Yep.
to be rude to yourself.
And instead, that's a 3. Sorry, it's an 8, which I assume does not hit. And Asuka will give herself the advantage.
Fair enough.
This assassin is up now, and they are going to indeed push Melody over, and they're going to hop up onto here and shoot at Layla. Ugh. Does a 10 hit?
it does not. You're gonna
didn't think
have
it
to
did.
try harder than that, honey.
Fair enough. The masked man is up, and he is going to move over here, and as soon as he moves, he takes 2d8 thunder damage from the booming blade. So he's going to take 7 damage from the booming blade. Then he'll close the distance and make an attack on Asuka. That'll hit. And that'll hit. And she has to make 2 Constitution saving throws to not become poisoned. She will make both of them, surprisingly. She's going to take 16 damage. Nova, you are up.
All right. Gonna sneak attack this guy. Well, we're gonna see if I sneak attack this guy.
All right, do it up.
Oh.
No.
I'm gonna spend my 1 inspo.
All right.
Don't forget your extra D4, assuming, you know.
Oh, right. Yeah, that would have failed anyway, but.
Yeah,
yes.
I mean, on the nat 1. But
That will
just
hit.
in case.
Yeah. All right. So I do booming blade. Sorry.
Boom, but yeah, I assume so.
Boop, and then plus a boop.
So 12 damage.
Did it go through? Okay. Yeah. I guess that's it. Yeah.
All right, that guy's dead
Awesome.
as your booming blade hits and explodes as the lover's touch tears into him.
I like to imagine it as it hits his flesh, it just turns extra crimson along the blade.
Caldana looks over, horrified. I'm gonna go,
You best do that.
and she takes off running.
And she's gonna move 5, 10, 15, just to kind of get a little closer. But that will be
All right,
okay.
Ayla Stormborn, you're up.
Yeah, I guess here is probably my best bet for where to stand. Can't really get on the other side without causing myself problems.
Mm-hmm.
So, stabby stab.
Stabby stab.
That is a dirty 20.
Hits.
For 10 piercing and 2 lightning.
Okay. 12 damage.
Bonus action stab.
Bonus action stabby stab.
That will be 14, 16 from the bond.
Hits.
And then that will end up being 7 piercing and 4 lightning.
Ouch. Well, in 1 or 2 fluid strokes, that person is bloodied.
Nice.
She's the lightning blender.
Yeah, that's fair. this assassin is going to hurry over here. Cerberus, by the way, is getting the fuck out of here, as is Brooks. And as is Melody.
Bye.
Yeah, they're not having any of this shit. This is bullshit. Ralta's like, this sucks. I hate this.
It's like, why am I in the middle?
I'm sorry, Alta.
Please
All right.
don't die. I'll be sad.
This person's gonna run over here and try and stab Brayley with advantage.
Braley has not gotten hit
That's
yet.
not-
So.
I know.
That's not the one of Sarah's characters that's supposed to be in the middle of everyone.
Yeah. 18 to hit Brayley, which I believe does.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we're gonna do 1d6 plus 3 slashing damage. 8 damage to you. And it is your turn.
I don't know if I can do this anymore. Let me know if I can't.
What do you want to do?
My intention was to web two of the assassins together.
Oh, interesting.
Is that
Web. Yeah, let me just figure out where you'd want to put the web to have it make the most sense. 20-foot cube, difficult terrain, and yeah, I would say if you put the web right 20 feet. If you put it here, it will hit this assassin, and this assassin, and the only ally it would catch would be Ralta. But, you know,
She's fine.
she'll be fine.
Poor Ralph.
all right?
All right, let's do that up. We're going to throw down the web.
Surrounded by dudes, now she's getting tied up.
If I know Ralta, she's thrilled.
Hey, now.
And we need dex saves from each of them, if I recall, right?
That sounds right.
Dex save, yes. And that's when they start their turn in it, I believe. Yes. So when they start their turn, they'll have to make a dex save. Got it.
DC's 15. It has it on here.
Yep. Awesome. All right, Brayley. You have got the webbing down as they all look around like, what the fuck?
And Rialto's like, "What the fuck? I just want to go home."
Sorry, they're not stabbing you. Show pros and cons.
It's fair. All right. This assassin is up. They will make their check. That's a fail. They are
0 movement.
stuck in the web. They are restrained.
Oh, that's even worse.
They are, it is. They are indeed restrained while they are in the webs.
Oh no.
Now look up what
All right, who
restrained
wants
does.
free advantage on everyone?
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think it's not auto crits, but
No, it's not. Restrained attacks rolls against creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. So it's going to attack Ayla
At
at disadvantage. Well, that first roll is a 5. So does a 10 hit your AC, Ayla?
Not even if we don't have armor.
Okay, well that's sad. All right, that's that person's turn. I need to web them down. 1 sec. Web.
there
Yep.
we go.
All right, Asuka is up. And you know what? That little shenanigans worked pretty well for her last time. She's just going to do that again.
I almost did that myself.
She has
I was like, "Oh."
advantage this time because of her. So she's going to roll with advantage, which means she can sneak attack on this hit. So 26 to hit. That will hit. So she is going to, and it's a booming blade again. So she is going to do her 1d4 for her dagger, which is a 3, and then 4d6 for the sneak attack. 3, 5, 9, 14, so 17 total, and then 1d8 for the booming blade. 21 is 4, so 24 damage, which he does not like, and he likes it even less when she then bonus actions to disengage and runs over here.
Can't wait for me to do that.
And this is Nissa's engine that she runs, because this is Asuka's an arcane trickster. Fun. So he's pissed, and he thinks this sucks. Ramiel, you're up.
All right. I
Witch
dropped my
bolt,
witch
witch
bolt
bolt.
because the assassin moved out of range.
Mm-hmm.
But what we're gonna do instead is do a little sneaky wither and bloom. Let's see, where can we put that? That will deal the most damage. Right around here-ish.
All right.
In middle of this fuck. So I don't think I even need to like spend a sorcery point on this because
No, it doesn't hurt us. You get to choose who gets affected.
yeah.
Yep.
That's the nice part of
So
that spell.
yeah, it's gonna affect the assassins, and as far as the target for the actual bloom, for this, we'll put that on Brayley.
All right.
Brayley, you get to spend a hit die. So with
For you,
that,
that's a D8.
yeah, that sounds right.
Plus
So roll a
for-
d8 and add your con modifier and add what is it that they add to it, Ramiel?
Apparently they equal to the roll that I'm about to make, or hold on.
No, there's a flat bonus I think you get to add to their hit die.
It's
in
plus your
addition-
spellcasting ability modifier. So what's your charisma bonus?
So it'd be a 4 plus...
Plus 4.
Plus 4.
Plus 4. You don't have proficiency on this one.
Hmm?
So it's gonna be you're gonna regain a number of hit points equal to the roll of your unspent hit dice and that spellcasting modifier. So it's 1 plus 4, so you're gonna regain 5 HP.
And everyone
they don't add
else,
cons? Oh, okay.
Instead, you get to add the spellcasting modifier.
Got it. Okay.
And then everything else has to make a con save?
Con save, save is 15.
All right. So Brayley regained 5 HP, and they're going to make some con saves. That's 1 success. That's a fail. That's a fail. That's a fail. So 1 success, 3 fails.
Okay, so it's gonna be a Badoop. Nice. 7.
That's
Alright.
pretty good.
-7. -7.
Done better with this spell than we else ever did.
-7. And
I really want
-7.
to do it. They got to use it like what, once? Twice?
Pretty.
to use it
That was
once.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Anything else, Ramiel?
That will be it for me.
Layla, you are up.
All right, so let's go. Oh, geez, we got 4. I thought there were only 3. Layla's taking a bit. All right. Well, we're just gonna go over and we're gonna straighten up the feathers on one of her wings that have gotten ruffled and cast Cure Wounds.
All right. Cure away.
Fix the feathers around the crossbow bolt embedded in the wing.
I mean, yeah, pull it out, I guess, if that's what it was. And you get back 9 HP.
Oh shit.
Mark my spell off. Oh, I did. And that's it from me.
All right. Top of the order. People are booking it. You know what? They're all going to action dash to get out now.
Sorry, Alta.
As they all flee. Assassin is up. It has to make a dex save to see if it's stuck in the web. It is stuck in the web.
Damn.
So it's going to attack Brayley and do so at disadvantage. It also rolled a 5 and a nat 20.
You're having a bad day.
So it misses. This assassin has to make a check. They rolled a 19, so they're actually not stuck in the web.
Okay.
Which makes sense. They're up on top of the thing anyway, I suppose. So they are from up here going to say, fuck that noise. And they're going to shoot at you, Nova.
What'd I do?
Well, you just look so beat up over there. Does a 20 hit your AC?
Yeah. it
All
does.
right, I'll get you next.
You're going to take Short bow is so it's my 2d6 plus 2.
Ouch.
1 plus 6 is 7, so 9 damage total.
All right. That's.
And then they have to take a d6 of damage themselves. They take 6 damage as well.
I'm so sorry. Was that 9 total?
9.
Thank you. Sorry. Brain.
And they take 6. The masked man is up. And as he takes a step forward, and it explodes again, leaving him rather confused. Actually, yes. Let me roll his damage here. 6 and 8. Oh my god, he took 14 damage that time.
Damn.
Yay.
Booming Blades working out
he-
real well for her.
He staggers forward like, ah! The hell's with this? And he is going to Dimension Door up to here. And as he glances back out at all of you with a grunt and a growl, you see him reach in and take something out of his cloak. It looks kind of like a sending stone. It has those same kind of like arcane runes on the stone, but he crushes it. And then says, "I've enjoyed the show," and bolts out the room. And as he does that, the dragon's skull on here, the eyes begin to glow and smoke begins coming out of the nose
Uh-oh.
All right,
As
settle
he-
down with your bullshit, DM.
as he books it out of here.
We need to get Ralta out here.
Nova, you're up.
Sarah would try to get Ralta out, but Nova would not. Yeah, Nova's gonna. So let me think about this actually real quick. Well. Okay, we're gonna focus, I think, on the assassin down here.
Okay.
So she will move down here for +2 to attack.
Advantage.
Advantage, okay. Even better.
Statistically, yes.
21.
21 hits.
Booming Blade, blah, plus blah.
So, 10 damage.
Oh, sorry, I forget that it automatically does
Yes,
it.
it will automatically do
Okay.
it for you if
It
you're
was
a rogue.
the same roll, so I'm not really
Yep,
worried
you're
about
good. 10 damage.
it. All right.
And they are booming bladed.
And then she's gonna do the Asuka way. Even
Bonus
though,
action disengage.
Yeah.
It's the way to be.
In the boot.
Okay. Ayla, you're up.
Yeah, I think we need to get out.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go in on the one right in front of me.
All right. Lay into it.
It's not fucking 20.
All right. That'll hit.
3, 8. That's 12 or 12 slashing, 12 piercing. I forget exactly which one.
Mm-hmm.
And 5 lightning.
That one is dead. Oh, sorry. Ralta had to see if she is stuck in the webs.
Oh, yeah.
She is.
Damn it. That's what you could get free.
I have a question about does the web go vertical as well, or is it just on the ground?
It's on the ground for the most part, but like here it's on, sides of the thing, so it has some verticality to it.
Okay.
If you want to know if you can fly over the web, yes, you can.
I'm debating what she would do about the, dragon skull.
It's fair.
Bonus action, she's going to amplify Blood Curse of the Marked. Can I just send this one? I don't want to send all of the blood curses.
We're gonna find
Just
out.
copy paste it. If I amplify a blood curse, it can affect things that don't have blood.
Okay.
So I will take a d4 of damage to amplify it.
All right.
I take 1 damage. And then... Well, I suppose it has to be a creature, I guess. But she's gonna try to blood curse the skull.
All right. Well, what does that look like?
I think she just kind of like flicks some blood on it and it just starts arcing across the skull.
Okay. Yeah, you've done so. You don't know if it's affecting it, but you've done so.
Well, it doesn't. I put it in the Roll20 chat. It
Yep.
doesn't do anything until I actually like attack.
Sure.
And I'm gonna stay there, which might be a bad idea, but who knows?
All right. Assassin is up.
It might be a bad idea. It also might not.
Man, he really wants to go finish off Nova. All right. He's going to move over here, so he's going to take a d8 of damage immediately,
Yep.
and also provoke an opportunity attack from
Brayley.
So Brayley, if you'd like to make an opportunity attack, you can. You have to do a melee attack,
Unless you have Warcaster.
unless
Wait.
you have Warcaster, which you don't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wait, we're level 3. Never mind.
Give him a good old bonk.
Let's give him a swipe with our moonsicle.
Yep.
Yes.
Go ahead and take a swipe with the moonsicle, or you can attack with your scimitar. Either way.
Moonsicle, I think, is better.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I'll do that. Ooh. Is that right?
Next to the moonsicle, where it says that +2, go ahead and click that.
It's taking its time.
Yep.
Yeah, it's thinking.
Okay.
It's thinking.
Deciding
really-
whether or not it hits.
Yeah.
Huh.
Imagine
it
if
going?
this is how we...
That was
Aw.
a 7. A 7 does not hit, unfortunately.
That's okay.
But you do take a swing at him. Roll your damage,
You got it.
Nova.
1d8. Take 6 damage.
Ouch. As he comes over to try and take you down.
Oh, fuck.
He's going to do the flame blade again.
Oh.
He only rolled a 3, so
Oh.
that's probably not going to hit.
Nope.
And he does still take the damage himself, even if he misses.
Haha.
Sucks. Sucks to suck. Brayley, you're up.
Me. Okay. Tell me if I can't do this.
Okay.
But I still have spider climb going on, right?
Let me
That's a-
check. I don't know
Is
if spider
web
climb
a
is
concentration?
Web is. I don't know if spider climb
Spider
is.
climb is.
It
a
is. So no, your
concentration.
spider climb has fallen because you webbed. You can only have one
Okay.
concentration spell up at a time.
Okay.
That said, I know you wanted to try to use ice knife last time. Now would not be a terrible time to do so.
You think so?
Well, actually, I would actually probably say like primal savagery would be good right now. Heat metal, if you don't mind losing the web, wouldn't be bad either. Heat metal's pretty nice because you can make his weapon burn him.
Like,
so
my
yeah.
And then he's
goal-
disarmed.
My goal would be to get Relta out of here.
You want to get raw? Then I would actually let the web drop
Mhm.
Yeah, because then they can leave.
so they can go, and I would use something like heat metal to hit this person.
I will do that.
Okay. Web drops,
Heat
and you use heat metal.
Ooh. There
Go,
it
roll to
goes.
go.
Walter, run!
They have to make a Constitution save to see if they can hang on to their weapon. We'll see. Nope, they sure can't. So they're gonna take 10 fire damage
Ow.
and drop their dagger on the ground as they let out a scream and like clutch at their hand because it suddenly gets red hot.
Would you even say it's super?
You could say that.
Gee.
Asuka
Alright,
is
that was
up.
a really dumb joke.
Asuka's up, and she's going to draw her pistol and shoot this assassin here. That'll hit. And you are next to someone, so she can do her sneak attack damage.
Very true. I aim to please.
1d8 plus 46 plus 7. Well, that guy's dead.
Thank you, love.
She winks. And then she is gonna hurry up here to try and grab Ralta. Ramiel, you are up.
Question about that smoking. From where I am right now, what can I see?
You see that there's light in the dragon skull's eyes, and that smoke is coming out the nostrils of it.
Okay, would it be safe to presume that it's going to get set on fire or is on fire? Like
The
some kind
arcane energies lapping off it, you think it's a bomb.
I think it's a bomb. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Okay. Question.
I just hope we have another turn.
Yep.
Could I use chromatic orb to what do you call it? Kind of like freeze it?
That's an interesting one.
You may certainly try.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to try and chromatic orb the bomb.
All right. Make an attack roll.
Okay. Badoop. That is a 19.
That hits, and indeed, it doesn't deal any damage to it, but it does cool it down a little bit and seem to slow down the progress. It will not explode this turn.
Oh, good! Because we were not going to get out of the way of that one.
Anything else, Ramiel?
Yes. For my bonus action, I'm gonna use sorcery point to regain my second level spell slot. 'Cause
Okay.
I think that's what I can do, right?
It would cost you to get a second level spell slot back. I think would cost 3 sorcery points. Is that
3.
how it works?
Yeah,
Isn't it
that
1
then
plus
that
the
would
spell
be all
levels?
of my. Yeah. Huh?
Isn't it? I think it's 1 plus the spell levels you want back to get.
Let
I
me
do
see,
not know.
sorcery points. Creating transform unexpected sorcery points into 1 spell slot. Shows the cost. So second would be 3. Yes.
Yes.
So then, yeah, I'd expend all my my sorcery points in
Yep.
that case.
And you get a second level spell slot back. Nice.
And for a free action, I'm going to yell out. I can't actually yell. Holy shit! Bomb.
Yep.
Get out
Yell
of the way.
bomb. Layla, you're up.
Alright, well, we're gonna run over here. Pulling out of my healer pack, which is it's basically like a messenger bag. Pull out a big old strip of gauze and start wrapping it around cut on Nova's arm.
She's a lot of hook. They have a lot of cuts.
Honestly, dear, you need to take better care of yourself as I pump a second level cure wounds.
It's no problem. That is why people like you are here, yes?
For 13.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Anything else, Layla?
Hearing that shout, I
Run.
look up. We should make ourselves scarce.
Exit stage left, as they say.
Skedaddle.
Okay. Assassins are up. They seem committed to the cause. Gonna try and stab Brayley.
I mean, the fact that they were taking damage for doing
Damn it.
things is suspicious as all hell.
Well, this one missed again and is going to take 4 damage in the process. This assassin is going to shoot at Ayla. They will hit, which is nice. 4, 8, 10 damage to you, Ayla, and they take 4 damage as well. Miss Hayes, you are up.
Ugh, I really, really wish I had my Eldritch Blast with the Force. That's okay. Is there an exit over here?
I mean, you could hop up and go out the way you came in.
All right. I'm gonna first cast an Eldritch Blast on this one.
All right.
I'm assuming 23 is good.
Yes. They're looking pretty beat up.
All right, and then they will. They're gonna hop up. Do you want me to make a roll for that?
No, you can climb up.
Okay, cool.
Ayla, you're up.
Okay. How hard is it for me to fly and carry someone?
You would do it at half movement speed.
I see.
But if your action is to dash,
Yeah, but I feel like I want to be more than 30 feet from the bomb.
It's fair. Asuka glances at you. I'll get her out of here.
All right. Well, hearing that, she's flying for the door.
Yep. All right. Brayley, you're up.
Yeah, Braylee's definitely gonna book it out of there. She's gonna like run, jump off the stage
Okay.
after hearing Ram's
Yep.
bomb.
You're gonna take 7 damage as the rogue stabs you on the way by as you run away.
that's fine. Just keep running.
Which way are you running? Are you running for the doors back here, or are you trying to climb up here and join your allies?
I'll try to join them.
Okay. So we're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Bonus action dash. Yep, you can get up there and get out on your turn. Yeah, Malcaria. By now, the theater is mostly cleared out 3 rounds later. All right. Asuka's turn. She is going to Vortex Warp on Ralta and fling her 90 feet that way towards the door.
Oh, that works.
And then she is going to bonus action, cunning action, disengage.
Yep.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And she's going to start booking it for the door as well.
And she can use her action to dash.
She used her action to Vortex Warp.
Oh, fair enough.
Ramiel, you're up.
Is it pretty much just only the assassins, here now?
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Because Asuka's already gone.
Please, child.
Shit, I don't. From the box where we're at, how far is it to like the nearest fire exit, I guess?
You would go out the door where you originally came in, hurry down the stairs, and go out the front door.
Okay. Would we all be able to like make it?
You'll all be able to make it on your next turn, yeah.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna do a big ol' fuck you to these 2 assassins.
Yeah.
And
Fuck 'em.
We're gonna do a chromatic orb. Oh wait, no, I can't do another sorcery spell. Great, because
That would have been really
Yes.
cool, though.
I'm gonna do a chromatic orb at this one in particular. Which one looks the less hurt?
Less hurt is the one on top of the dragon statue.
The one here. Okay, we're gonna do a big ol' fuck you to him.
Okay.
We're gonna cast chromatic orb at 2nd level. So yes, hold on.
All right, make your attack.
And we're gonna do a big ol' what the fuck? Okay, poison. Damage type to it.
I was wondering if you were going to do ice again to see if he would fall prone on the dragon, because that would have been really funny, too.
All right, poison away.
But
We'll
poison's
just
also
melt
good.
him. We'll melt him. 26.
26 hits. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I do. Poison. Woo! That's a lot of dice.
All
I
right.
just kind of like fucking hurled it. I was like, oh god.
You spray poison on them, and they do not like it. Not even kind of.
Good. I'm gonna flip him the bird and then exit stage left.
All right. Layla.
I'm still down on the ground. Did you say there is no exit on this level?
Not on this level. You would go up into the place to exit out.
I'll do that using dash if I need to.
All right. At that,
I
you're
like
all
it.
able to exit out. I think we can safely exit combat there.
Yay!
As on the next round, everyone will be able to flee before the bomb goes off.
No more
Not
Misty
gonna lie, I
Gala.
thought you were going to say, if there's no exit here, we're gonna make one.
All right. And where's that? As you all come hurrying out of the Misty Gala, some of the last to leave, and indeed you are able to save Ralta as well. Before behind you, a massive explosion shakes the very foundations of the building, and you see a piece of the roof blown away as fire starts to lap up into the sky. There's a large crowd out front staring in shock at the explosion and the destruction of the Misty Gala, and already whispers and murmurings can be heard. Two of Asuka's guards approach quickly and kind of motion for her to follow after them so that they can get her to safety. And she looks at you all. We need to get out of here as quickly as we can.
Well, would you like us to follow you, or shall we meet up another time?
She kind of gives a half sly grin at that. Oh, my invitation does still stand if anyone wishes. She chuckles. But otherwise, I'll see you in the morning.
Well, certainly an explosive ending to the evening. I think I have had enough excitement for one
Yeah.
night, but I'm gonna kind of shove
That
Ayla
was,
forward.
Yeah, Ayla just gonna be like, I'm always up for more excitement.
That was quite an unwelcome interruption.
Well then, very well. She smiles at Ayla. I'd be happy to entertain you for the evening. And the rest of you head on back towards the cracked scale, while Ayla, you head to the bottom shelf. I do have one more thing that we're going to do tonight.
Can't get that stupid gnat either.
I know, right? It's driving me nuts. As you all return to your inn rooms, well, most of you, warm beds wait for you after a raucous evening. Exhaustion is first and foremost on most of your minds. Nova, as you enter back into your room, you stand very still. Suddenly, your arms just rest at your side. Your shoulders kind of go slack. You feel hot breath on your neck and a tingle run through your body. Twisting around your form, the ethereal form of the devil offers you a sweet smile, yet it betrays an exasperation in her eyes and voice. Ugh. We could have been the ones to share the bed of that lovely tiefling this night. Yes? Or perhaps with both the ASMR and the tiefling. But no. Instead, we go to bed alone. I do hope you are proud of yourself, mon cher.
There was nothing left to do.
Nothing left to do. What did I just say to you? There was, of course, the tiefling and the ASMR to do still.
Fun for you, perhaps, but for me, no such pleasures can be felt.
Oh, goodness gracious me. It is to say that just because you do not have your soul does not mean you cannot feel the pleasures of the flesh.
I believe that is only because of you, Aruna. Certainly not something I can feel.
Well, worry not, child. You will continue to feel these things as long as I am with you.
You are certainly masterful in your antics of puppeting. It seems to have done us well.
Well, a puppeteer is only as good as her marionette, yes?
You compliment me, and I suppose I should thank you for that, but quite frankly, we are in this mission together.
Aren't we
Yes.
so? And that is where we'll wrap up for tonight.